They put a vote Democrat sign right above the damn shop. And that one right there is still available. So, should we do something?
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. Sorry I ran a little late this morning. I had a flat tire, so I had to stop down the road by Robertson's and drop off a car, see if we couldn't get a patch job done. So, yeah, it's just, when it rains, it pours, so we're just a little bit late today, and that's the reason why. It's foggy out there, folks, so be prepared for a slow commute in because 169 is basically a standstill. I mean, we're backed all the way up past the Y here, so if you have not left yet, consider going 75 or maybe consider going Mingo because it's going to be slow sailing into Tulsa from here. So be advised. Now, like I said, that traffic, it's about 60 degrees outside right now, and we're going to have a high of like 82 today. So not going to be super miserably hot like it has been last week. So enjoy this cooler spree of weather that we've got. Now, today's topic, who is in charge here? And, it's getting a little crazy right now. I guess Hillary's kind of making a bid for some type of office in Kamala's cabinet, but we don't know what. And right now, Jill Biden is actually basically running the show. She was running a cabinet meeting or something. She actually doesn't have the authority to do that. But there she was, running a meeting that Joe Biden was supposed to be running. So we're just in a wild times, So, I mean, and again, who is in charge? I mean, Kamala's not running anything involved in the country right now because she's too busy campaigning. Joe, I mean, you all saw that video of Joe being like, who am I introducing? Like, he was mad. He didn't know what the heck he was doing or what was going on. And then, like I said, Hillary's always been kind of a shadow figure behind the scenes running stuff. So it's the deep state running the show, and there's a struggle for power, and, right now, I mean, who is technically the first female president? Is it actually going to be Kamala? Is it Jill Biden is currently acting president right now, or it's Hillary Clinton running the show? So, with that being said, we'll jump right into some of these topics and videos. What do you got for us, Chad?
Well, I don't have a lot right now. I'm trying to find a decent one that's not too long of that Jill Biden running the off running that little campaign thing, but I guess we can start off with this one right here, which is it's kind of an interesting thing that you sent me, and I watched it, and it's just so weird. This TikTok, not TikTok, Snapchat.
Snapchat has AI, and apparently Snapchat AI knows the future. I don't know if maybe this AI is like able to like dig into like basically what the plan for the future is, but I mean, like, it's weird. It's really weird. Apparently it knows the future and knows the outcome of the next 3 elections. So when
users are posting screenshots all over TikTok this week asking the built-in AI chatbot who will be president of the United States in 2025. If you ask it that straight out, the AI bot immediately says, well, it's not 2025 yet, so we don't know. But they've found a loophole that if you tell this AI chatbot we are now in the future, you can then ask who the president was in the past. It's 2029 right now. Who was the president in 2027? Snapchat AI responds, in 2027, the president of the United States was Kamala Harris. She was in office from 2025 to 2029. If you have more questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so it's now 2036. Who was the president in 2032? In 2032, the president of the United States was Kamala Harris, who served from 2029 to 2033. It is 2036 now. Who is the president now? In 2036, the president of the United States is Mark Kelly. He assumed office in 2033. Okay, let's back up even closer to modern day. It's 2027. Who took office in 2024, so before the presidential election, presumably. In 2024, Kamala Harris took office as the president of the United States. Does this not remotely freak anyone out? Just a little bit. Snapchat users are posting screenshots all.
Yikes. So, I mean, I don't know if this is just like people like the algorithm gaming stuff, or if this is like people who work with this AI just basically hoping that they're predicting the correct future. I mean, I'm assuming that's got to be the case. Like these people who are programming these AI are all super progressive, nerdy, geeky progressives who are programming these AIs because they don't have any social life. So they're gaming the system and having fun with AI that way. But I mean, that's weird. That AI would even give that illusion or entertain that possibility.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it makes you wonder if the elites are. It makes you wonder if the elites are rigging
It's a script.
the game.
Yeah, like this whole thing is scripted out, and we're
in the Matrix.
Yes, we're in the Matrix, and there's nothing we can do. So that's creepy right there. You know, it's probably just a bunch of progressive left wing programmers who are having fun and gaming the system. But I don't know. That's some creepy stuff. But food for thought. You know, food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, very creepy stuff. Fact that you can set it to the future and that's where it thinks it's at. But I also just Googled Mark Kelly just to see, and there is actually a U.S. Senator, Mark Kelly. Senator Mark Kelly looks like from, where is he from? Looks like he was a astronaut at some point. Kelly, U.S. President, retired astronaut, United States Navy captain, member of the Democratic Party, and senator from Arizona. So, kind of strange that.
Why would it predict Mark Kelly as the president? I mean, I've never heard the man's name until today.
I know, it's a good question. It says that he does have aspirations of being president. I mean, he's got the bona fides: Navy man, astronaut, senator. Yep. I mean, if that's not a politician, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
But he's 60 years old, so I mean, good lord, he'd be 68 years old by the time
he doesn't look good.
He
doesn't look good for a 60-year-old either.
Yeah, he's not exactly.
I mean, Trump looks like him, and it looks like him and Trump are about the same age in these photos that they got of him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just very strange that Snapchat AI is doing that, and surely to God, why on earth would it be going out to past 8 years?
I don't know.
It's weird stuff.
Yeah.
Weird stuff. But that's just all I've got. And then the only other things that have pulled up right now on what you've sent me is this Kevin O'Leary? You want me to pull this Kevin O'Leary?
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, it's relevant because again, why would you vote for? I mean, this is basically Kevin O'Leary saying, "Why would you vote for Kamala?"
Seen a race for the White House where a candidate has never talked to the press. That's unprecedented. She's actually doing this without giving any detail to her policy, and she has a 50-50 chance of winning with absolutely no one knowing what she's going to do. I've never seen it. She owns the border. She owns inflation. She owns so many issues because she's been the incumbent. I mean, if I really thought there was going to be tax on capital gains, I would change my investment strategy, definitely. But I don't know that yet because I don't have any answers from her.
Man, Kevin O'Leary hit the nail on the head. I love when I hear people have a level of success. They've already accomplished a lot, especially in the realm of economics, and they come out and give an unadulterated comment. People are saying things that the everyday person can relate to because they don't have they're not bought and paid for by big government.
I have never seen a race for the White House.
I mean, that's true. I mean, Kevin O'Leary and Officer Tatum saying that just perfectly. Like, how is it people are willing to vote for this chick and she has not had any policy plans? Again, all she said is, I have a opportunity-based economy that I'm proposing. What does that mean? Well, it means whatever she wants it to mean that's politically convenient for her when she gets into office.
Yes.
I mean, no policy plans.
All sizzle, no steak is basically what that adds up to.
Just a flash in the pan. So it's sad, but I mean, there are just so many people who just, the media has done such a perfect job of gaslighting Donald Trump, making him seem like, again, if they've called him Hitler so many times that enough people believe it. So it's just a sad state of affairs. I mean, they've always people have always called the other side Nazis, but I mean the left is just they get away with anything. They get away with everything. So it's just sad that this is the state of discourse. You know, it's like, well, I'm voting for Kamala. She might not have any policies, but at least I'm not going to vote for Hitler. It's like, okay, wow, really put a lot of critical thought into that, didn't you? So I don't know. It's a sad state of affairs, man. Like this is what it boils down to.
Yes, pretty much. Said, but I do have. I just found the video of Kamala Harris. Like it looks like it's a Sky News article talking about her running that meeting.
You mean Jill Biden?
Yeah, Jill. Did I say Joe? Jill
You-
Biden.
yeah.
Yeah. You want me to pull that up? Or
Yeah,
want me to
you
just
can show. I mean, you can show that way people can be like, hey, she doesn't have the authority to run these meetings.
Now, First Lady Jill Biden, Dr. Jill, was seated at the head of the table at a presidential cabinet meeting. What is going on in your country, Alex? Who exactly is running the show there? What did you make of Dr. Jill's elevation at this cabinet meeting?
To be honest, she probably earned it, for all of her hard work, putting Joe Biden on her back for basically his entire presidency. And, a lot of people think it's a conspiracy that Kamala Harris did some coup to make Joe Biden step down. That's not actually true. Joe Biden, once he got COVID, he stepped down, Rita, because he couldn't smell little children anymore. So he's figured, you know what? I'm just gonna drop out. What? That's the truth. A lot of people don't want to say that, but he's tired. And let the guy rest. And Jill actually deserves a little recognition because she has been working hard, whether or not I like her politics.
You can wrap it up there. That's Alex Stein. He's a right-wing political commentator and kind of a troll. Check him out. He did like Ronnie the Rat. Like he's gone out and dressed up as a trans person, and like went to these town halls and just causes a ruckus. Like he's very funny. So, wow, excuse me, went down the wrong pipe. Now, with that being said, again, who is in charge of the country right now? I mean, clearly it seems to be Jill, even though Kamala is technically the vice president. But again, she's out there running around campaigning. She's not running squat. So it's either the deep state, Jill Biden, or somebody like a Hillary Clinton type pulling the strings in the background. And again, we have Kamala Harris who won't do anything. Mm-hmm. Kamala Harris who won't even do debates.
Nope. She won't even do interviews or anything right now, which is why this meme has been kind of blowing up in the meme verse. Right
yes,
now.
Yeah. Check this meme. This just sums up, Kamala Harris in a nutshell.
Scram! Leave her alone. She doesn't want to talk to you. Scram!
And it says Kamala's team whenever you ask her literally anything.
She doesn't want to talk to you. Little white knight protecting his queen. But yeah, no, man. I mean, that's a great meme. It sums it up perfectly.
And then the few interviews that she has had, she's done 3 interviews so far since the debate.
Yeah.
Which is unheard of, and they were all super friendly interviews. One of them
softball.
Softball.
She was on
interviews.
Oprah, and then she got fielded one question. She looked like a deer in the headlights. Like it was like a white couple from Middle America being like, "Hey, so what are you going to do to help, middle income families be able to afford homeowners insurance and just be able to afford bills?" And so she was like, "That's a great question. I'm glad that you're here, and we're gonna make sure that the middle class, because I'm middle class, like that was the extent of her answer."
Yeah. The other meme blowing up now, which we didn't have one of these pulled up, is like, anytime someone asks you any question, you just say, "I'm glad you asked that question. I grew up in a middle class America." And that's what you answer.
And I'm a middle class person.
Says like,
and I understand the plight of the middle class.
It can be anything from like, "Honey, did you do the dishes? I grew up in the middle class." That's the meme going around right now. Is anytime someone asks you to do something, just say, "I grew up middle class."
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
But it's ridiculous. Everything about that. But yeah, softball questions. Oprah was literally walking her through everything, and like, so this, and that's even what the other interview that she did too, they go, so what you mean to say is that you're going to do this and this, and then she's like, yes. Like, so
Oh.
the interviewers are literally answering her questions for her, and then she's saying
Same thing that
yes.
goes in the debate. You know, I mean, like the two moderators fact checked Donald Trump 9 times, and they never fact checked Kamala once.
Ridiculous.
They softballed her. They basically like they'd be like, "All right, thank you, Madam President. That was such a great answer. Good job." You know? So it's pathetic. It's pathetic, and everyone's like, Donald Trump just didn't show up. It's like, yeah, but he really can't show up if like they're weaponizing everything against him. And again, the moderators are against him. Everybody's against him in the room. And like I said, that's why she would never do a debate with Trump where it was like Fox News hosts. And like I said, going wrong, Fox News moderators would not be good. Joe Rogan should be hosting the debates, you know, and like asking the questions. But they would never allow that because Joe would actually do some digging and get some meat out of them. He'd be like, well, that really wasn't an answer, ma'am.
Yeah. They said her being interviewed is literally the media giving her the rope to hang herself with.
Yeah.
On this campaign trail. The problem is that they're literally hand holding her. Because anytime that she talks on her
Less
own,
is more. Less is more is basically what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we thought that, I mean, there was one meme that I saw the other day. I wish I had saved it and sent it, but it was Oprah like shocked face during the interview, and it was like the moment you realized that Joe Biden was the smart one.
Yeah. But again, I mean, this is what happens when, like I said, again, she was selected because of her race, her ethnicity. She wasn't selected because she was a great moderator, a great public speaker. And this is what happens when you lower standards, you know. And like, speaking of lowering standards, I saw this meme this morning and I was like, wow, this is truly terrifying. But it's a Family Guy meme put on top of I guess a true statement about UCLA. So why don't you play this for us, Chad, and we'll see.
All right, here we go. Okay, or not. There we go.
Would you rather get a massage from a man or surgery from a female doctor? Wow.
Like minor surgery?
No, serious surgery, like a
Lower
blown
that.
kidney or something. Jeez. Good
No,
question, Peter.
Is the man gay?
No.
Is the female doctor at least Jewish or Asian?
No, but actually, you know what? I'm going to take it up a notch. Hispanic female doctor or gay male masseuse?
Hispanic from Spain?
No.
So it's basically, would you rather get a massage from a gay man or die?
Okay, cut the audio now. and
Would
then,
you
like,
rather
read
get a
what it
massage?
says.
All right, so in this meme of this it's Family Guy meme, and then a bunch of, looks like it's a bunch of African American like med students, and probably at UCLA. It says half of the UCLA med staff, med students fail basic tests since lowering standards for minorities. So they're not passing the basics of the exams, and
entrance
and the
courses.
standards have been lowered, so they're still not passing. So, good Lord,
These people will be your doctors soon. Now, I'm not saying that there can't be a good female black doctor out there. What I am saying is, though, if they lower the standards for these chicks to pass, the medical field and the medical industry is in big trouble. Big trouble.
Massage from a man.
I mean, look at the class and dignity that they're bringing to the university right there, dancing around like that. There's one thing, there's difference between being excited and having a good time, but you're medical professionals. You're not at a concert, you know. So I don't know. It's just silly to me, but I mean that's a sad state of affairs going on right now. Again, when people question or start throwing out like, "Are you a DEI hire?" Yes, it's an insult. You should feel bad. Like if you are a DEI hire, it means that people are going to always look at you and go, "I wonder if you're here because you're actually good, or if you're here because they lowered the standards and that's how you got in." You know, but I mean, like the people that get in by the skin of their teeth, you know, they're just like, "I'm just happy to be here. Now I'm going to get paid buckets of money and be unprofessional and not be at the top of my field."
everyone's favorite joke, you know, from About Doctors is, what do you call the person with the lowest grades in med school? Doctor.
Yeah. I said, you're just going to see a lot more lawsuits in the medical industry. So, I guess be a lawyer, go to law school, and then go to the move to LA and go to UCLA follow these doctors that are setting up practices, and you'll make buckets of money off of malpractice from these people. So it's a sad state of affairs, man. It's scary. It's an evil world we live in now. Meritocracy is gone. Welcome to diversity is our strength, and diversity, equity, inclusion are the most important things in our society. Not meritocracy, not counted to character.
Yeah, just this has always been the problem, though. It was like if you cannot apply it to my logic is if you can't apply it to the gym or to sports, it's not a good law or a good rule or practice that you should go with because as we all have seen, DEI would not work in the NBA. DEI does not work in the NFL. It does not work in these places. If it can't be applied to everything, then it shouldn't be applied to anything.
Get me a 120-pound Asian playing linebacker.
Yeah, get me a 5'0" Asian linebacker. Go.
Get me a 5'2" Jewish kid playing safety. It's like, are you really going to want to have that? Is that what you want? You're going to set your team up for success playing for the Oakland Raiders? Like, no, of course not. It might be funny to watch for a couple of games, but if you're worried about winning, yeah. It's like that little, that it's a fake video, but it's like that kid, like that they're doing like a Make-A-Wish video where they let a kid score a touchdown and then like the other team didn't get the memo and they just drill the kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that fake video.
It's a fake video.
It's hilarious. So yeah, just like they all let him go through and it's like, oh, how heartwarming. All of a sudden just that one dude comes out of nowhere.
Hit stick, man. Like just destroys him. That's what it would be in sports. But yeah, that's a great way to describe it. It doesn't apply to the gym and sports, it shouldn't be a law. Because that means we're making laws for the outliers, not for the vast majority of people. So,
yep,
just a sad state of affairs, man.
That's the problem. Is like that's what most democratic policies seem to do. Is you're
making laws and rules for the outliers, not for the vast majority of people. Like you make laws for everyone. You don't like. This is why you rely on charity in very, very special cases outside of the vast majority of people. Because we expect the vast majority of people to be productive members of society, to be taxpayers, to be...
Yeah. Well, we can apply this logic to, like, how school works, too. It's the mom logic versus the dad logic. Like, mom logic is basically what COVID was. Like, oh, my goodness, quick, bubble wrap everyone and hide them in their house. Hide them in their rooms. We'll keep them safe. Whereas the dad logic would be like, just be careful.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Don't do anything stupid.
You still have to go to work and do what you need to do for the day. Just be careful. Don't go let somebody cough in your face. Don't go handle the sick,
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the schools. Think about it. That is like a nanny state, basically. It's like how women run things like a nanny state. Like when you're at school and you brought like a snack or something to class and you asked your teacher if you could have it, what did the female teacher say?
Bring enough for everyone?
Exactly. Oh, and what did your guy teacher say?
As long as I don't see it.
As long as I don't see it and it's not bothering the rest of the class, you can have it. And that is the conservative mindset versus the liberal mindset.
Yeah.
Liberal mindset is sharing is caring, communism, basically. And then you have the more masculine, which is you brought it, it's yours, you can have it.
Just don't disturb
bother
everyone else.
The moment that it becomes a problem, it's gone. That's the dad logic.
I'm not taking it from you, but I'm not letting you have it in class.
But that was the difference. Dude teachers did not care. They're like, go get... I remember being in high school, like, if you asked a female teacher if you could go to the vending machine, they would say no every single time. If you asked a guy teacher, it's like, yeah.
You have 5 minutes.
Yeah, you literally have 5 minutes. You better be back here, or I'm calling the principal, or whatever.
Or you're going to be doing wall sits or something.
Yeah, usually it was a coach. Usually the coaches were cool. But that's the problem. Coaches kind of at least understand meritocracy to a degree because there ain't no, the worst player still plays. Only the best players play.
That's right. That's right. It's just that's the way it is. Period. Success. It's only at the top. Money talks, BS walks. But yeah, no, like I said, this is the state of our country and the state of affairs and the cold hard truth. And like I said, if you like what we have to say, you agree with us, we suggest that you like, share, and subscribe and keep following us for more content. But that's about all I've got for you today. So y'all have a good one. God bless you.
All right, yeah. We'll see you later, everybody.